up, beautiful souls? It is Mitzi Freeze. I hope you all are doing fantabulous today. I know I am. I actually have a song for you today. It is Gold in My Spirit. It is a song by Shift to Abundance. It came out in 2025. The lyrics are, I breathe in the moment. I soften my mind. Every answer I need is already in my life. I am rooted. I am open. I trust what I feel. Everything I dream of is unfolding for real. I feel calm. I feel centered. I'm aligned with my way. Every choice that I make brings me closer each day. I rise slow, I rise steady, I rise into me. Every step that I take sets another part free. I am blooming, I am shifting, I am turning in my light. I walk in a rhythm that always feels right. I am carried and supported. I'm safe to expand. I am shaped by intention and guided by hands. I release, I allow. Everything I need is happening now. I receive, I believe. What is meant for me is coming with ease. I am glowing, I am worthy, I am guided from within. Every blessing meant for me is already moving in. I am rising, I am opening, stepping into what is mine, overflowing with abundance. I am aligned by design. I absolutely love this song. I have been rocking out to this song for quite a while, and I'm a firm believer, y'all. I am a firm believer of listening to certain things, watching certain things, reading certain things, only allowing the good. And by that, I mean only absorbing the good. You can observe the bad, because we all know bad goes on in this planet, right? I mean, it's planet Earth. We got a lot going on, okay? And if you watch the news or you watch any of that BS TV, like, it's going to tell you nothing but destruction. It's going to tell you the world's falling apart, everybody's dying, all this stuff's going on, right? But all I do is I go outside. I go down the street. I go to the store. And I'm like, oh, everybody's just shopping like normal, okay? I'm just saying, look, all I'm going to throw out there is if they can make all of these extreme clips for movies, don't you think they can like add a few in the news? Okay, I'm gonna throw that out there, y'all. I'm gonna throw that out there, just food for thought, okay? But this song, y'all, is an actual affirmation to self. And you know how big I am into affirmation, okay? Positive affirmation for self. The way that you speak to yourself, the way that you think, what you think about yourself, what you tell yourself on a daily basis. I mean, look, we've all looked in the mirror and we've picked apart ourselves. And we can find all this stuff about us that we don't like, right? Because we are our own worst critic. And can I get an amen? All right, I'm going to say it loud for the people in the back. We are our own worst critic. And when we get up in the morning and we're looking in the mirror and we're like, oh my God, oh. I actually did a video once. It was The Struggle is Real. And one of the last parts of the video was like this big pimple in my face, right? And I'm like, oh God, acne's gross. And then next shot, it was like a bunch of acne, like all over my face, okay? Look, there's a lot to be said about that. If you focus on something so much and worry about it, it's gonna grow. I'm gonna be real with y'all. What you focus on grows. The energy that you put towards something, you're going to see more of that something. Same analogy of, well, you buy a certain type of car and you start seeing that certain type of car everywhere. Why? Because you're focused on it. What you focus on is going to amplify in your life. Be wise about what you're focusing on, okay? If you are sitting around constantly consuming the news, which I'm not an advocate for constantly consuming things. I'm all about creating as well. You can consume, but you need to create. You need to balance that out a little bit, all right? I'm just saying. But if you want to sit around and watch that all day and you sit up there and just see all this bad stuff going on, you're going to go outside and you're going to be like, oh my God, the world's a terrible place. Everybody's dying. Everybody's sick. Oh my God, stay away from your neighbor because they got the plague, right? Well, let me just tell you something. A lot of what's going on right now is meant to divide us. And it's the same analogy as a lot of people use with the ants, okay? The red ants and the black ants. You put them in the same little container, they're fine. You shake them up a little bit, holy crap, they're not fine. They're gonna start fighting. Why? Because, well, they were coexisting fine before. Up until somebody said, hey, let's fight, let's hate each other, you know? They are turning us against each other to prevent us from turning against them. I'm just gonna throw that out there. But anyway, let's go ahead and get into the message here. I have hope. I am choosing to focus on the silver lining of any circumstance. Sometimes the toughest challenges carry the greatest lessons. Even the most difficult paths can lead to beautiful destinations. The sun comes up after every dark night. Warm spring comes after a cold winter. Believe in yourself and your ability to overcome any obstacle? What was the eventual positive outcome of one of your past hurdles? How can a positive struggle now turn into something much greater? Yeah, y'all. It's all about how you look at a situation, which I think it's funny because it said, I am choosing to focus on the silver lining, okay? This right here says, focus on what is important to you. Don't give your time or your energy to your worries, as this would only amplify them. Focus on what matters to you most. With every thought, you are creating your future. Y'all, I feel like I need to get down and dirty with y'all right now. I feel like some of you really are struggling in that area. And it is a very easy area to struggle in. It really is. Trying to find the good, the silver lining. And yeah, I am literally picturing a cloud. I see clouds, okay? And the thing about clouds, I was listening to something the other day about clouds. And there was this guy, and he was telling a story, and he was like, this storm cloud moved over us, and my friend was complaining because it's dark, it's raining, I don't see any light. And he's like, dude, it's a cloud, it's gonna move. The rain's not gonna last forever. The storm's not gonna last forever, it's gonna move. Yeah, while you're in it, it feels intense. And yeah, as someone that is crazy enough to go outside and film hurricanes, I do see how when you're in the midst of a storm, it seems chaotic because that's all you can see. You're like, oh my God, like, is the whole world like this? No, it's not. It's just that little area. But while you're in the midst of it, it feels like an eternity. Ever since I watched the movie Twister back in, I don't know what year that movie came out. For those of you that know that movie, you know what I'm talking about. I have been wanting to be a storm chaser, okay? I am that crazy. I will go chase storms because I'm not afraid to die. Anyways, yeah, but when you're in the middle of something, you don't see that light. But I actually saw the other day, literally, a silver lining on clouds. And I remember thinking to myself, wow, this is that analogy that everybody uses, you know, because the clouds were dark and you can see this little silver lining. And the sun still exists, even though you have all this cloud cover. You just have a temporary storm. It didn't come to stay, it came to pass. I am one with the power and wisdom of the universe. I claim this power, and it is easy for me to stand up for myself. I am totally adequate for all situations. Yeah, I love this, man. Like I said, we have a lot of changes that are going on this year, and we've already had several changes as it is, and some of you are still adapting to some of these changes. This right here says, I cross all bridges with joy and ease. The old unfolds into wonderful new experiences. My life gets better all the time. Yeah, I am safe. It is only change. Y'all, I have really been getting a lot of this change energy in every single video I've done lately. I have been seeing a lot of change. And with this person with these bags, some of you could physically be moving location. Some of you could be packing for a very significant trip, okay? I know myself, I'm always on a trip and I'm always planning a trip. That is something that I like to do. That is a life hack of mine. Always have something to look forward to, because when you don't, you kind of start to get down in the dumps. I actually have an app on my phone. I don't know how many of you use Finch. It is a little app with a little bird, and it's really adorable. My friends kind of got me into it. So it's a self-care app, and you can actually put goals on this app and do these goals on a daily basis or weekly basis, however much you want to do them. This is all about focusing on what's good in your life. We all can think of something, at least one thing that we can be grateful for in our own lives, okay? This says don't allow negative emotions to fester. If you are feeling frustrated, angry, or hurt, for example, just acknowledge that. Instead of fighting your feelings, go with them and work with them. Then true healing can truly begin. Yeah. Y'all, I don't know, man. It's like when somebody does something to us, or we get hurt by something or offended by something, it's like our ego gets in the way, right? We're like, how dare they offend us? How dare they do this to us? It's me, you know? And look, we are not that important. I'm just saying, y'all. I tell people all the time that come at me all sideways, I'm like, quit trying to be important. Look, none of us are that important to be hating on other people and telling other people what they should be doing with their lives, okay? This is your life. You call the shots. But a lot of us let these emotions and these negative things get in our mind, right? And it starts to fester and it starts to build up over time. I mean, how many of you as a child have been told something really negative and it stuck with you? I mean, that's just something I'm getting for an example. It never really goes away. I get this like this hiding or this recluse, this kind of hermit, okay, for some of you. It's like you don't want to get close enough to somebody because you fear they're gonna find out something or they're gonna know too much about you. And I get it, y'all. I get it. Nobody really wants to be vulnerable. A lot of us just can't trust people in this day and age. And if you are fortunate enough to be with someone that truly loves you and values you as a person, okay, this could be a friend, family member, a partner, whatever it is. If you are with someone or have someone in your life right now that values you and actually stands up for you, that advocates for you, you are blessed. That is very hard to come by these days. Some of you are too focused on somebody getting their karma, and that's only eating you up, dude. That's not doing anything for that other person. That's just stealing your peace. In addition to what we focus on, I have fuel, okay? Are you going to focus on the people that love you, the people that support you, the people that show up for you in your life? Or are you going to focus on why this one person didn't show up or why this one person did you wrong? It doesn't matter, dude. People come and go. Sometimes I feel like the person that just is a passer through in everybody's life. And that's fine. If that's what I'm meant to do, that's what I'm meant to do. Some of you feel like the lone wolf, the person that just kind of comes in and out and just kind of, I'm getting the drifter, okay? Like somebody's just drifting around. I get that, y'all. I've been that way for years. I feel like it's in my blood. Like I'm just free spirit. I like to roam. I like to wander. I like to travel. And well, I just got fortunate enough to have a partner that likes to do that with me, okay? And I'm really looking forward to all these trips we're going on, babe. I've met a lot of people in my life, in my past, and far a long time ago, that were just miserable. Their lives were never happy. They always struggled. They always seemed to focus on what they didn't have versus what they had. I am beyond grateful for those that show up for me, for those that love me, for those that support me. I know that no matter what goes down in my life, I have those people. I don't identify with my struggles. I don't identify with my hurts and my pain. I don't identify with that. It's literally something that happened for me. It didn't happen to me. I am not a victim. I'm a victor. I am an overcomer. And I will be rewarded for all of my overcomings. And so will you. All of us have had really dark, horrible things happen in our lives. I mean, I don't know. I hadn't met anybody lately that hasn't. Whoa, that just flew on out. Y'all saw that? Hold up. And it's way down here. Okay, what does it say, y'all? What does it say? You are on the brink of a breakthrough that you have patiently been waiting for. A situation is about to come full circle. The lessons have been learned. This is a win-win situation for you. Trust that God is working behind the scenes to ensure the best outcome for you. Yeah, y'all. Look, you don't know what's going on behind the scenes. And that's the beauty of it. We don't know. For those of you that like plays, I love a good live action play. Okay, I love it. I love it. There's a lot that goes on behind the scenes. You see what goes on behind the scenes. The audience doesn't. God is working behind the scenes to give you the best show that you can possibly imagine. It is the greatest show, right? I don't know. I'm getting that The Greatest Showman. Is it that movie? I'm trying to think. I don't know. I just heard a song from that the other day. It was freaking awesome. The Never Enough song, I've been getting that one in my head lately. But yeah, that's a wonderful movie, y'all. It really is. I highly recommend you check it out if you haven't. Beautiful movie. Chef's kiss. And with this card here that says, I am safe. It's only change. It reminds me of a change that maybe you're afraid of. Celebrate your small wins. I don't care how small they are. I don't care if you hadn't gotten out of bed in 3 days and all of a sudden today you decide, you know what, I'm gonna get out of bed. I'm gonna walk to the kitchen. I'm gonna make me a cup of coffee today. For people that's struggling with grief and depression and anxiety, yeah, that is a big deal. And I am a huge advocate for those that struggle with all of that because I understand what it's like to deal with all of that. I've done a lot of work on myself and I've had a lot of help. And I honestly can say I've come a long way. And I believe you can too. Because if I can do it out of all the stuff that I've been through, the messy, miserable, dark, deep stuff, I shouldn't even be here today, y'all. I really shouldn't. But I am. And I'm up here for a reason. And I'm still kicking. I'm still alive. And I'm going to be alive until I'm not going to be alive. And I'm okay with that too. And one day when I'm gone, you'll have these videos and you can look back and say, all right, she's crazy. Or hey, she was right. I don't know. Either way. Because we're all human. And none of us have all the answers. All right. And if you think you have all the answers, you don't. You're just arrogant. But let's go ahead and pull a prayer and I'm gonna hop off here because we all have things to do. I know I do. I'm always freaking busy. Oh, let's see what we got here. But I do find time to hop on here from time to time. I do like to have fun. I have missed everyone. I really have. Let's see what this says. Today, I pray that dear Lord, today I pray you won't allow me to hold myself back, trip myself up, stand in my own way, sabotage my own success. I declare victory for me and everyone in my family and my friend circle. The battle is yours and you never fail. Ooh, I love this, y'all. I love you all and I am praying for nothing but blessings, peace, love, hope, and joy, and success and healing over each and every single one of you. I hope to catch you in future videos. Until then, peace, love, and blessings to you all.